Hey, Trading with a Purpose family. This video will pretty much explain my next approach with the markets and my next approach with my next setup as far as like what type of direction I'm planning on going with the markets right now. Currently, you see that I've actually bought one contract because pretty much it's election year, and I'm gonna be honest. Election years has never been this unpredictable. It's normally predictable, and it's just that with Kamala and Trump, it's really been you pretty much got everybody's on the edge of their seats right now with this particular actual election. Even with Biden and Trump for the last elections, it wasn't as bad as it is now. It's really been bad. So to the point where it's like it's you can make a good trade and it can still turn out bad just because of just indecision, or just everybody's doubting, or feel like fears and everything is taking place with everyone, and everyone just don't know. And no matter what type of economic news that comes out, which this is normally my normal way of trading, when you go off the economic calendar, when you go to investing.com and you see the calendar that's here, right here on this is pretty much, I trade this all the time. This will be your news events. So I trade these all the time, and no matter how impactful the news has been with these, it's still, everybody's focus are still on the elections as a whole. So you can even hear, even when I'm at work, you hear people are pretty much upset about this election. So it's like it's triggered. It's made its way to the markets also, because remember, the buyers and sellers is us. We're the ones buying and selling. We're the ones who causing the market to move. And without without everyone's focus right now to be on trading, everyone's focus more is on the elections. And it's a lot that's as far as what everybody's want to happen with the elections and who they would like to be the next president. And it's just a lot weighing in on the economy right now. So with that being said, I really actually wasn't able to do a lot, pretty much coming out of the summer, coming into the to this time now, November. It really wasn't a lot going on, just because of the elections as a whole, and it's really been crazy. But with that being said, the whole purpose of this video is just to show you pretty much where most likely I will plan on making a trade. Right now, I'm looking at a nice directional trade, which meaning that the market has pretty much been in a strong downtrend. This is a daily chart, as you can see up here at the top upper left corner. All these candles, as always, they represent 24 hours. So no matter what I was doing, every time the market got to a support with this daily chart, I was always trying to buy it back up, because that's really what I was supposed to do. But because of the fears of the elections, fears of Trump being the president, fears of Kamala, it was just, everybody was so all over the place that the market actually just kept selling. It just kept going down and going down. And it kept going down and down to lower lows, which you can see the candle here. Here's one candle. If I'm going to zoom in so we can see it better. Here's this candle. So let's just say we start up here. So here I knew that the market was going to fall down. And the reason why I knew, because I'm going to go to a 3 weeks chart up here. I've customized my charts to see the longer time frames, because that's my strategy on how I trade. I like to look at the longer time frames, because the longer time frame shows us better support areas and resistant areas, which this right here is considered a resistant area. I even put the green line here at 69.20 to show resistance, meaning that if the market is coming up, this eventually is where it's going to fall back down, which I was right on. I'm going to go to a 3 weeks chart so you can see it better. Here's the 3 weeks chart. Now each candle here represents 3 weeks. So as you can see, here's the first three weeks right here on this beautiful green bullish candle, which is bullish, which in other terms is a buy candle. You know, the market was going up. And then here is your traditional red candle. I just colored this candle yellow, but you can see the red outline of the candle, which still shows red. So it's still it's a sell candle where it's bearish. Market was in a downtrend, bearish. So for 3 weeks went up, and for 3 weeks it's fallen. That's 6 weeks total with these two candles together. So that's about a month and a month and a week, month and 2 weeks. So that's what I knew this was going to happen. I knew the market was going to fall. So I got in and was catching those falls, and it was eventually supposed to go back up at the blue line here, but the market kept falling. And it was just so much. This is where it got, real, where everything was getting closer to elections, and everybody was just panicking. They were like, I don't want to see Kamala as president, and somebody else on the other end saying they don't want to see Trump. And then everybody, culturally, and then, everything that we all going through on a personal level, people were taking this election. People are taking this election personal, which I understand. And that also just caused us to really not be able to, trade properly during this election. Election years is normally years where the market moves more better. You get with the actual market itself, you get these type of candles where the market will fall all the way down and then go all the way back up. And it's really good to trade. But lately it's just been in a sad downtrend. And I'm like, okay, we know a reversal is coming for sure. And as you can see with these two candles, we got that nice bullish buy candle. And now we got this sad sell off type of a candle. What happened when the market started falling, the market was falling so low to the point where it was too low. It was extremely low, and it was supposed to reverse. But because we kept getting closer and closer to election, it decided to create the next 3 weeks candle. The next 3 weeks candle would actually start falling also. So now with the next 3 weeks candle, we're on this current candle now for the 3 weeks chart. As you can see, the market actually came down here and it actually went to this support line, which is 0.6547. This is a major support area. And as you can see, if we go over to the left, remember, when you go to the left tells you a story. So if we go to the left, and we can just see other previous candles before using that 0.6547 as support. So look at all these candles here. Look at the wicks of the candles. Here at one time, the market was underneath the green line. So that was resistance because it's underneath. And then if we continue to go on weeks later, we try to make other attempts. So here's 3 sets of 3 weeks. So here, 1 candle, 2 candles, and 3 candles. So this is already nine weeks right here. Market still had a hard time, 9 weeks. So we're looking at almost 3 months. And then we finally get a breakout with this next candle. It actually breaks out and goes higher than what this last line was, which is good. And it closed above the actual green. Our green major originally was resistance, but now, the market can use this as support. The market kept going higher and higher, as you can see these other candles later. And then it did the doji candle. This is the upside down doji, which when you see this, that means a reversal is coming. So the next candle was a reversal. And that's what it did. It fell down. But look what it did when it kept falling for the weeks later. It kept falling to get back to this original green line, that 0.6547. It used it as support. Because remember, at one time, this was resistance. If we look at these candles to the left, you see all those wicks, that mean that the market it's having a hard time going up here. And I'm sure this long green candle was some strong news event that took place. This was November of last year, actually. So this was about a year, to this actual day, about a year ago. So strong news event leading up into the holidays. So nice candle. And as you can see, as we got into the the next year, January, the market right here, this candle, it started to fall. It was a sell-off. But now, as you can see, look, this is not normal. Look at the sideways market. I mean, sideways movement in the market with these candles. You can see these candles are getting smaller and smaller for 3 weeks. Look, in 3 weeks, this is not a lot going on at all. And this 3 weeks candles. This is because of the elections. If we go back to years prior, look at the years compared to these candles with these long wicks. These wicks represent indecision, meaning that we definitely in some type of a year where it's a lot of indecisiveness going on in the market. That's what those wicks represent. So if we go the years prior, let's do this. If I can find it, I want to highlight this area so we could just show you, so this is January of this year. This is January's movement. So these are January's candles, all right? This is a whole year right here. So all this represent from January to current to November, right? I'm going to just slide over. I'm going to take this. So we're going to leave from there. Pay attention to how these candles look compared to last year's candles. So I'm just slide over here. And let's find January candles of last year. All right, here's January of last year right here. So I'm just going to take this up to January. All right. And then I am going to stop on December. So where is December? Right here. Here's December. All right. This is beautiful. This is a nice candle. As you can see, coming into the beginning of January, going into like right here, you can see this long wick indecision. You can see on this 3 weeks chart, the market cannot go up higher past the blue line, which is perfect. My strategy on how I trade and how I like to trade is I like to wait for these type of opportunities because we can actually hold trades when the market goes up to areas like this where it's just overbought. So now it's just too high in price and it's not enough buyers to keep buying it up. And no buyers want it at any higher price than where it is. So this right here is going to always wick out. As you can see, it's actually been a while. So look, from last year's January to now, it's been a while since the market ever even touched that blue line. We never got to this blue line until this year. So a whole entire year later, we finally get up here and touch the blue line again, and either touch it or pass it. Or we could say, in other words, maybe the proper terminology will be crossing it. So that's exactly what happened. We had 2 crosses right here for this year alone. We had 2 crosses. So that's good. But we know the purple line is definitely, this is more extended. So this is higher. So as you can see, I knew for sure this was going to fall back down at the purple line. So that's what I did. I originally got in on the sell, and every time the market got to a support where it's supposed to go back up, it just kept falling. So I was like, you know what? It's throwing my whole entire strategy off because I'm supposed to buy at support lines. We all supposed to buy at support lines. And not only just any support lines, this is the daily support. So as you can see, if I'm on the daily chart, and I got a candle that's falling down and it's falling down, I'm waiting for the candle to get to any line that's below it. Any line, whether it's this green line, whether it's this blue line, whether it's the purple line. As you can see right here, here's a perfect example. We got this candle here, and we got the market coming to the purple line, right? It wicks out, meaning that it's not strong enough to continue to go. Sellers are not strong enough to keep going down. What happened is the next candle, it immediately just started falling. So what happened was that the buyers that was originally holding their positions here, because there wasn't enough sellers, but it was way more buyers here. Elections, everybody's, fears, or, they're not quite sure. They indecisive. Some people don't choose not to even vote now because of the 2 parties, the candidates that's actually, that's running for presidency. So with that being said, things like that definitely impacted the markets as a whole. As you can see, this candle, buyers completely abandoned their positions. Sellers was easily to enter. More sellers was able to enter into the market and make this go down further. All right. The next day, the market decides to go back up just for a quick pullback. So a pullback meaning that it's fallen, but now it's going to go back up. But this was the trick. When normally do a pullback on the daily chart, this will go up even further. It didn't. It actually went up and just retested the blue line again and the purple line. So pretty much across the purple line, retested the blue line, and it just kept falling. My whole strategy was saying, okay, yeah, here's my reversal. Because this is, once again, it's normal for me to buy when I got all these nice, beautiful selling candles. A buy opportunity will always present itself, but it didn't. It actually, the market would not it would not continue to go up. So it just kept falling. It kept falling, kept falling, kept falling. Then here, we got a little sideways movement. We had this one candle here, the next candle opened next to it. We got nothing else taking place. Then we had this candle here, another trick candle where it opened above. I'm always taking opportunities when I see a candle. Here's this candle. It closes here, and then the next candle opens right here on the bottom body. So as you can see, this candle here, it opens not far from the top of this body. This body here represents the opening of the next candle. So this candle, this is where it opened at. This is where it closed. This is the longest. This is the longest, pretty much, price. This is the highest price that the market actually tried to make attempts during that time session. So this is a daily chart. So within 24 hours, its height was here. Its close was here. Wherever the green candle is, and you got it closes where the green is in the green, it closes at the top of that candle. When it's in the red, it closes at the bottom. All right. It opened on this next red candle, which is, I color it yellow, but it's really red. It opened here and fell down. All right. It opened here and continued to just fall, fall, fall. And as you can see, the market never decided to go up even more. So this was another trick candle. It just kept falling. It was just a sell-off, which, like I said, it happens from time to time. It's not normal for it to happen like this all the time, but because of what's going on with the economy as a whole, plus elections, plus wars, and if you're a Christian, you know what the Bible say, wars and rumors of wars. We got so much going on at this particular year where there's just so much going on in the markets, which, like I said, I've traded election years for the last 6-7 years now. This is the worst it's ever been for me. And I've definitely made some good amount of capital when it comes to trading election years. Not that I do it on purpose, like I wait for election years to come so I can make a decent amount of capital. No, not really. I just trade my normal setups. But lately, like I said, because of elections, I had no real setups. And so now that I'm looking at the market right now, this is actual real time. It's today, which is November the 3rd. I'm recording this video. So this is live. Right now, as you can see, here is the next phase of where the market is now. And as you can see at 6547, this is a support, major support. But because it's election, my plans is to buy this up right now. If I make this buy, I'm planning on it going back up for the reversal. So this is pretty much a basic, simple strategy. I'm not doing anything. I'm doing, actually, like I said, the basic concept of it, which will be, let me just pull this up so you can see it. So I'm gonna pull up, put a direction on it so you can see it. So my whole purpose is to make a trade where it's gonna go up, right? So I know it's gonna go down. Just make attempts to go up, right? I know this next green line right here at 6.6, as you can see, we come over here. You can see this green area right there at 6.6, the green line at 6.636, 0.6636. This is going to be resistance, which I know the market is going to get here and it might fall back down, but I know a breakout is going to come, right? That's what's supposed to happen. This is normal. This is my basic way of trading. Like I said, I don't sit here all day, stare in front of stare at the laptop, stare at the desk monitor all day, and it's so much other things I have to do. But because it's election year, it's like I can buy right now. You know, I'm already 3 points in the money, but just because in the next 2 days we're gonna have an election, and the market can literally fall from right here, just completely fall all the way down to this next major support, which is at 63.81 or somewhere in the middle. Doesn't matter. But at the end of the day, because it's an election, I know for sure that this is overbought. This is overbought. Meaning that it should stop. This is enough selling candles for us to go back up. We shouldn't have to see all of this, and we shouldn't have to see that. I'm not expecting this at all, but it can happen because it's election year. So with that being said, I was pretty much I have to wait to after elections for sure, so we can just at least get that part out of the way. And definitely praying for the best, praying that that God's will be done in the midst of this election for sure. And just praying that we get back to a normal, everybody get back to their normal routine. I am praying for everyone that's that want certain laws to change and stuff like that, those things. I'm not a political person and things like that. I stand on the Bible principles and just put my trust and faith in God. And I understand we have a country we live in, and we have an economy, we have rules, regulations, we have laws, we have all those things. We all, but at the end of the day, like I said, God already sees and knows everything, no matter what, and pretty much whatever He allows to take place on the day of election that's just what it is. At the end of the day, like I said, hopefully we'll definitely. I know after that day we should get back to some normal. Once everybody get over it, some people are gonna be happy that day, some people are gonna be sad, but once we get over it, we'll definitely see some normalcy back in the markets. And I definitely can't wait to get back to the normal aspect of the markets. Give me 1 second. So pretty much, like I said, my concept is to buy back up. That's pretty much my main approach. I pretty much was buying it up this whole entire time it was falling, but like I was buying at these areas, but it wouldn't go up. It wouldn't stay up long enough. So I'll see myself maybe a few points, almost 40, 30 points in the money, and then it just fall back down. So I had to just cut losses short and just wait for it the next time it'll go back up, and it will do the same thing. Right here, these two green candles, and I'll go in for a buy, but it would never clear our orange line that you see here. We never had a candle that opened above it. It would just always go up there, make a quick, it would create a high and make it seem like, it's going to continue to go up, but it wouldn't. It would just keep falling. So now we back at that phase again. Here's the sideways movement where this is a this is normal for the market to actually get ready for buyers to now start buying it back up. But because, like I said, it's election year, so it's now, it's pretty much, we're now just pretty much waiting till after election. So the whole purpose of this video is my next trade will be to buy. And if it don't work in my favor, like if as far as right now, this is one contract and I plan on adding more to this contract, which is my concept. I don't want to buy too many right now because once again, we don't know, like I said, I can be 25, 45 points in the money, and then next thing you know, election year, the day of election take place, and next thing you know, the markets want to fall all the way down, and then it goes down past this green support line, which this is a strong area for the market to actually reverse back up. Now that's just a basic common sense and basic logic, basic strategy right here. This is a perfect position to buy and just hold it. This pretty much will only benefit a person if you're holding it for quite some time. You can hold it for a few days, hold it for a week or 2 or 3 weeks, or whatever, or however you would like to. But this is going to be one of those type of trades. No day trading for this particular trade at all, meaning that I will be holding this trade way past 24 hours, even going into the weekend. The market is already up today, is already up 42 points on a Sunday. This is a Sunday night, which is pretty much this candle represent Monday, but the market's open at 6 on Sundays. And the market is already up 42. Normally, I majority of the time, sometimes I actually hit my weekly quota as far as what I'm trying to make for the week. I normally achieve that quota on Sundays because this is what happened with the market. This is a normal thing for the market to do. If you come over here to the right hand side on the watch list and you see 42 is letting you know how much points the market is already up from the opening. So here's where I open at right here, and it's up 42 points to here. So from the bottom to the top, it's already 42 points up already. And sometimes, like I said, on a Sunday nights, I sometimes, achieve my weekly quota in one night sometimes. But right now, there's just not a lot going on. And this opened already at 30 some points. So I've already missed half of that already. It already immediately just opened up at 6. It was already 30 some points up already. So it wasn't nothing I can do. I didn't hold any positions over the weekend. I actually got out all the trades because just wasn't quite sure. As you can see here, we already have 3 days right here. The market was just staying here at this line of support. And then we just got that Friday and now Monday going into a Sunday. I mean a Sunday going into a Monday candle, which, these two, they're above the line, but still, I might get a breakout and then come up here, and then the day of the elections on the 5th, the market completely just plummet down. But I'm on the buy side. I'm not on the sell side. So just really waiting right now. That's pretty much what I'll do. But I will add to this if I see an opportunity. As you can see, we 7 points in the money right now. So that's pretty much my approach on how I'm trying to pretty much take it. But right now, I don't feel confident right now, or I don't see a safe trade yet until the elections take place, because anything can happen now. It's just what it is. But this will be my main approach. This is how I approach trading. I wait. Once I get all these signs of sales, I wait for bottoms like this, and this is the perfect bottom right here, and I just buy. Right here, right now. What you see right now, this is only one contract. I most likely probably would have bought already almost 20 contracts by now. So that'd be 20 times 8. Since this is already 8 points in the money, because this is one I'm getting paid. I'm getting paid $1 per point. But right now, that's pretty much my concept. So for the group accounts, that's pretty much the route I'll be taking. So what's going to happen on this daily chart on Tuesday? So when the market closes Monday evening at 5, and then it opens up at 6 Monday evening, I'm waiting for the next candle to open and stay above the orange line. When the market open and stay above the orange line, I need it to open and be completely above the orange line. That's where I'm going to buy, and I'm going to hold that trade. All right. That's the concept. And I'm going to actually add more positions to this $1. I'm going to add more positions to it. And then all the other accounts will be copying that same position. Right now, there's only one account right now that's being active, and it's just this one, because I have to make sure I'm waiting for my confirmation. My confirmation now is I need the next daily candle. That's $10 right now in the money. But once again, this candle is still below, technically. If we zoom in, this is what we have right now. We have this candle getting higher, right? As you can see, this body is higher than the previous days, right? Let's just focus on this last few 4 or 5 candles. This body is higher, but it's not higher than this wick from Monday of last week. It's not higher than Monday's wick, but it is getting there. When this day closed, so when Monday's over with, 5 o'clock, that day of trading is over with, the next new day will start, which will be Tuesday, going right into elections. I need a candle, or we need a candle to open above the orange line. We need a full body, meaning the full body of the candle needs to be above this orange line. If we don't get that, then once again we are in indecision of the market, and I have to wait for our opportunity. So I just got this trade on right now, because this trade right now is more of a trigger. I'm just watching it, monitoring it, saying, is the market want to continue to go up? Because it can definitely keep going up and then reject this resistant line and then just fall back down, and then it can use the orange line. If it does open, it will use this orange line as its new support. That's what we need. But if we don't get a candle to open above, then once again we have to just wait. So pretty much that would be my that's pretty much, I'll just be waiting to see what the market will actually give us. The market is up already 50 points. That's beautiful on a Sunday. Man, I love it. I love it. But this might be short lived. This 50 points in the next few hours might be a negative 20. So it's like, I can't really just chance it, like that. That's why I really been I was like, you know what? Let me just wait. Can't afford to lose hard-earned money when it comes to these elections. It's just not working for us. And I definitely want to say sorry, because I really, like I said, I really do really good on election years. Like I said, I've been doing this for 6-7 years when it comes to trading election years. And it's always been rewarding. I've had some friends that I've taught during those times, and they saw it with their own eyes, and that's what inspired them to actually trade. And they actually still trading still to this day. But we all can really agree that it's not the election years we're used to seeing. It's just really not. It's historic. You got a woman that can be a president now, and then you got Trump that can have a second term. So it's really it's an epic event right now. But it's like I said, everything looks good when you're looking at it, but we don't know what can happen in the next few hours. But so, like I said, as always, I'll just be monitoring this particular trade. We do have the market right now on this current day, which is, we could say, Monday, because Sunday really don't count, even though the market's open on Sunday. That Sunday, even though it's open now, it still represent a Monday's candle. So we gotta wait till this. I have to wait till this Monday candle close so I can get the group accounts all back in the game, and just pretty much waiting on that. And I know this is going to be resistance here, so that's why I have my take profit is up here at 6653, but that resistance line is at 6636. So I actually might cut this trade short instead of aiming, because this is 50 points right here. I might just cut it short here. But once again, in order for me my confirmation is waiting for the markets to actually have a candle to open above. Once we get a candle to open above, then this is what we're going to now be waiting on. We're now going to get this same concept, all green candles. And that's what we will have to do. We will have to hold the trade. So that's my concept, and that's my strategy that I'm going to take. And that's how, that'll be the best route for us to take, when it comes to trading. So I've already had it fall. This is falling, let's just say right here. Excuse me. This is falling from October the 1st. This is November the 3rd. So for a whole, we could say 33, 34 days, the market has just been in the downtrend, right? And that's too long of a downtrend when it comes to trading markets. I've been doing this long enough to know that that's too many candles. in a downtrend. Look at this. This is an uptrend. Look at this nice, beautiful uptrend compared to this long red, long downtrend. You know, this is a smaller uptrend compared to this long downtrend. So I know that a reversal, this is a perfect reversal for the market to just go back up. And I know that that's what's supposed to happen. But because we have 2 days before election, we might get this long downtrend. You never know. You know, we might get a candle that actually looks like this on the day of election. It'll do this long wick and come down here and reject this green line and shoot all the way back up. You just never know. But as of right now, I haven't had any confirmation since October the 1st. We haven't had any candles to open above this orange line at all. That's a 5-day moving average line. So that means this market is following this every 5 days. It's giving you an average of the resistance and the support of that day. So as you can see, the market is always just stay below it. It'll sometime get past it, spikes with the high of that day, but it never closes above. It just always closes below it. And as you can see, we got nothing. And here's another attempt right here on this current candle. So like I said, I'm not going to get my hopes up too high, and I don't want everyone else to get their hopes up too high. But my confirmation is we need a candle to open completely above the orange line, and we have to make that buy, and we have to hold it. And once again, if the market doesn't want to give us anything because of elections, then we just got to cut losses short. But that's my whole entire concept. So just waiting. And I'll be sending another update video showing, you know, pretty much the day of. I'll create another video maybe on Tuesday. If not Tuesday, it'll be after Tuesday for a Wednesday. So we get to just, you know, we all follow it. And if everyone's not really following it, I would say, you know, follow this also on your charts also. If you need to put these lines on your chart, please do so. Make sure you got the 0.6636, which this is a horizontal line. And you can find that over here on the left-hand side at the second to the top. So you got the crosses here, and then you got this trend line. Click on the trend line, and you should see horizontal line right here. All right. You can then click on it and then just go anywhere on the chart. You don't have to, you know, you don't have to even try to find where 6636 is. You can just put it anywhere and then come up here to settings. All right, settings, and then go to coordinates, and then you can just type in. You can just type in the number 06636, and then it just click OK, and it'll take you straight there. All right, but other than that, that's pretty much what I'll be doing. I'm just waiting for this to continue to go up, because then I'm gonna add more to what this is already, and then that's what all group accounts. So we all just go in for some good trades. But right now, you know, I don't really still feel confident with it yet until the elections is actually over. But as of right now, this would be my approach. I know for sure we buy here. Oh my gosh, look at all this. Look at all this space right here. We're going back up here to this resistance. All right, we'll go back to our 3 weeks chart. We can actually see this current candle here on 3 weeks. This candle will expire and pretty much expire on a Friday, 4 days and 19 hours, which will be Friday. And then the new 3 weeks candle will form, and then think about us taking advantage of that next 3 weeks candle, holding the position and just going all the way back up to this area of resistance again. That's my concept, and I'm sticking to it, you all. I'm not going to change it. I'm not going to switch it up, because this is how I trade. This is how I'm able to be successful at everything. And like I said, I just got to get we have to get the elections out of the way so we can actually get back to some normal. It's not any normal. We still, after the election, we still got holidays coming up and everything. And like I said, Christmas is always a big epic time of the year too with tradings. But at the end of the day, we just definitely need to get these elections out of the way, because now it's really intense. You can actually feel the intensity from the Trump supporter and the Kamala supporter. It's real. It's very real. But as of right now, this is my concept, and I'm just giving everybody a just a quick a quick concept of where my mind is and my thoughts and my strategy and my approach on what I think is best for us. But like I said, I'm still biased because right now that's why I got one contract on it. That's letting you know that I'm still not quite sure myself because it's not everything's not moving normal like it should be. It's really not because of elections, and I'm just waiting for it to really do something. But yep, I got this right here, and then once this day is over with and we get that next candle, once again, I just need confirmation that we get a candle that's above. It has to be completely above. The whole entire body of the candle needs to be above the orange line. We haven't had that since October the 1st of this year. So that's a lot of days that the market has not been in the uptrend. It's been in the downtrend. So we now waiting for it to now reverse back up to go back into an uptrend, and that will be considered a position trader. You will be positioning yourself to position yourself for it to go back up. If we didn't catch this beautiful sell off, because I wasn't even with the sell off, I was skeptic about it. I was like, I should sell and hold it, but I don't know. It's not giving me, it was acting weird every day. Every day I was there. I was there watching all these candles for all those days. Thank God I was able to see it, but it was acting like it wanted to go back up, but it never did. It was just always keep going down. And then pretty much like the mornings, every morning you will get, it was this weird thing where the market would try to want to go up, and then by noon, 1 o'clock, it would completely just spend the rest of the day just falling. And you're like, oh my gosh, like, wow, what was going on in the morning time that it was fighting to go back up? But then sellers out of nowhere, noontime, lunchtime, after lunch, everybody's entering into the market, and just buyers get rid of their position. I guess they became sellers too. And the market just kept falling. It just kept falling. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's killing me. I'm buying right here just so it to go up, and I'm only a few points on the money, and it just want to keep falling. So it was like, let's just say, you know what, I have to cut. I have to give it some time. And right now we have that opportunity. We have a few days right here where the market rejected support. So now we in the middle of support, which is the bottom line, and then our orange line is that resistance. But we have this current day, the market is actually blowing past resistance more, just like right here, it's blowing past resistance. But once again, we want to, hopefully we get this candle to close above, so the new candle can already be above the orange line. So that's the concept, and we're waiting on that. Once we get that confirmation, buy. We have to buy. And then, like I said, I have a stop loss on it. We're not going to lose a lot, but just in case the market does pull back down, because whoever get picked and they're like, no, this shouldn't be. Think about it. People going to actually. That's how the market is going to react to that. So with that being said, I'm just bear with me, everyone. Bear with me. Trust me. We will see normal markets and very, very soon. Trust me, you will see normal. But as of right now, this is the quick video I wanted to do and share this with everyone. I pray and hope that everybody enjoy the remainder of their week. Don't let Tuesday, stress you out. Whatever happens is going to happen regardless. I don't think there's much more you can really do about it. If you made your vote already, that's, like I said, everything else is in God's hand. But definitely just be prayerful during these times. These are those type of times where it's just unprecedented. You just don't know nowadays. I thought I knew at one time, but now I know nothing. So I just leave it in God's hand, and I just pray for the best for everyone. And also, may God bless you and your families. All right, be safe, everyone.